For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone as we continue our preview of ACU Football 2017. We've got Mr. ACU here, Sam Denmark. You've won just about every award, Sam, there is to win as an ACU linebacker these last 3 years. You've been the Southland Conference Athlete of the Year, first team All-Conference. You are on the doorstep, I think we could say, of the all-time lead in career tackles at ACU. As you go into this season, how much is that record on your mind?
I know every player is never going to admit to having something like that on their mind. And of course, it's always going to be in someone's back of their head. But I never let things like that try to drive me. You know, I always go out there trying to play for the guys. One of the greatest things about playing for the 212 defense is the fact that every guy fits a big role in it. I just got to go out there and do my job, and I know the guys ahead of me are going to do great things. I'm very fortunate to have the D-line do so well and making me look so well. I'm just going in there fitting my holes, and they're doing all the dirty work. Really, it makes me look good. I really love that. If
they make all the tackles this year and you get none, that'd be fine too, wouldn't it? Nobody would get past the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that'd be fine with me. We'd be shutting them down every play, so that's cool.
You and I are sitting here at Anthony Field at Wildcat Stadium. You've played a lot of games. Your first game ever was in a pretty big arena, the Georgia Dome in Atlanta on ESPNU. This is pretty cool, though, when you look around, isn't it?
Oh, it's great. You know, coming in here, having our camp in here, it's been amazing. This stadium's so nice, you know, having something we call our own. You get to see people walking up the trail, watching us at practice and stuff, and it just gives you a little more excitement, more energy for practice, knowing that we're going to fill these stands come September.
What has been, with this new coaching staff, what has been the thing that's jumped out about you about this particular camp that gives you some encouragement about this season?
Really just the energy and the accountability. Something I've really seen our defensive unit grow in is the fact that we hold each other accountable. You know, if a guy messes up, people aren't just ragging on each other. They're going out there saying, hey, we expect more because you are better. And we're more of a family this year. And I think when you go out there as a family, you're willing to play as a brotherhood, and you're going to go play that extra play a little bit harder because you know the guy next to you wants it just as bad as you.
Let's bring your position coach, J.B. Brown, in here for just a second. JB, your first year here at ACU, and you inherit one of the all-time greats at the linebacker position at ACU. We see Sam on the field, and we watch him making all the tackles, and we see his position climbing in the record books. But what do we not see that you see on a daily basis?
He's a great leader. That's something that I think is really makes him so good. You know, he's always the guy that's going to keep everybody accountable, check in on guys. He's a good teacher. As a leader, he takes time to teach the younger guys and invest in them. And, you know, that's a lot of the reason I think that he's in the position he's in right now.
We know about his overall IQ, straight A student. What about his football IQ? What kind of a sixth sense does he have as a football player?
Yeah, he has really good feel, really good, you know, just natural linebacker feel, what I call it. And more than anything, he has a real passion to chase the football. And that's one thing I told him when I watched him on film when I got here. He's one of those guys, he's relentless to chase the football. And the good news is that's rubbed off on the rest of the linebackers. And, you know, we have a really, really hard-working linebacker core, and I feel like a lot of it comes from him being a leader of it and kind of showing them how to get it done.
For ACU fans who've watched the team the last couple of years, we're going to see Bryson Gates slide from linebacker down to defensive line, but we're going to see Royce Moore come down from the secondary to the linebacker spot. Give me an overall sense of this particular linebacker unit that you've gotten.
Yeah, I think the great thing about this linebacker core is they're unselfish. You know, we tried to build a lot of depth in there, versatility. You know, some guys with speed that maybe a little bit smaller than most people expect, some guys with some good size that can hit and run. And really the big things I challenged them on would be physical and be unselfish, and they've bought into it. And I think that's the thing that Sam admitted, you know, kind of talked about was everybody has a role, and everybody has something they're really good at and something they may struggle at. But if we all work together, we can patch those holes. And I think they've done a great job of buying into that and doing it as a unit.
Well, that physicality is going to be challenged with the very first game against University of New Mexico on September the 2nd. For Sam Denmark and J.B. Brown, I'm Grant Boone. Our preview of ACU Football 2017 continues here on ACUsports.com.